This one's not actually in my top 10. It's a special mention because it's brand new. It hasn't even released yet, and it's coming out tomorrow, I think. So I just want to show you this one. It's about the Polish metro, and we will quickly drive a train just to give you an idea. It not that long, 2:30. It does. We've picked up a timetable there. We're coming up to our train. Its graphics are pretty good. Its train handling and physics are quite good. It's a fairly simple simulator, and it's not big. And it's early access. It's only just coming out tomorrow. I've been privileged to have a bit of a play with it beforehand. It's on, and I should just grab my Xbox controller. Really, I should. Okay, sit down in the seat and let's tell a signaler what we're doing. And reset our controller. The brakes are off. We have not put the lights on in the back, have we? Better do that. Alright, we're allowed to go, so let's get out of here. So it's a fairly simple simulator. It's all entirely underground. The visuals are pretty reasonable. It does have a storyline as well. There are side quests that you can do. You make your own timetables, so you can drive as many as you want. There's varying levels of difficulty in the game. The train itself is relatively straightforward to drive once you get used to it, but it does take a little bit of getting used to. And I'm going to overrun the platform. Just saying it's easy enough to do.
Davidska.
Oh, you know why? What I haven't done? Hang on a tick. Let's get out of the chair because I forgot to do something. I forgot to say where we're going. We're going there. So hopefully now the passengers will get in. Are they going to get in? No, they're not. That's okay. That was on me, that. So, yeah, look, this one's a... it's got some potential. Put it that way. Off we go to the next station. But this is my special mention. I'm not deliberately not putting it in the top 10 because that wouldn't be fair. It's not even released yet. So yeah, it's a bit of fun. I've put a few hours into this and I've had a chat with the dev and live streamed it, and I can see myself coming back to play this. So give me a year. Let's see what next year's top 10 looks like. In the meantime, this is back in service. It's set in Prague, in the Prague subways. And it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of a challenge. It is actually... Oops, I'm speeding. The arse is going to get me. In fact, the arse has got me. Oh no, it's let me go. It's okay. Has it? No, it's going to stop me, but we're going to stop in a platform, so it'll be fine. Are we going to make it? Are we going to get a door into the platform? Probably not. That's okay. We'll get the brake released. And we'll move up. This is entirely my doing because I'm trying to talk to you instead of paying attention to what I'm doing. You actually do have to pay attention to this one. Off we go. Let's just get into the platform, do our announcement. Naturally, it's all in Czech because, you know, it's a Czech game. Stop up here at the end of the platform. That'll do. Let's get the doors open. Watch our passengers. Hopefully they'll get in this time because I've set the sign correctly. Yeah, there they go. Alrighty, so this one is... It's the new kid on the block. It's all about Prague. There are other subway lines, so this is only one line. It's quite short. You can see there's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stations. It's not a big game as yet. There are some side quests that are a bit of fun. It's got a World of Subways 4 vibe kind of thing about it. It is, yeah, it's quite interesting. It could lend itself to other games. I don't think new DLC, but other games probably it could. It's all about succeeding in this one. So special mention, back in service. This one is my number 12, so it's outside the top 10. It's Trans-Siberian Railway Simulator, and to be honest with you, it's awful. It doesn't know what it is. Is it a story game? Is it a first-person shooter? Or is it a simulator? It just doesn't know. So let's just jump into one of these. No, I don't want to skip the tutorial because I want to give you a bit of an idea of what this thing looks like without having to drive. Because, frankly, this isn't on the top of my pile, so, you know, it really doesn't get driven. And she's taken a while. Loading. Right, here we are. Yes, the, basically you get energy by getting drunk, so expect lots of drunk people like bloke here. And we can see the quality of our trains here. I think the wheels go around. Yeah, they do. And we're supposed to go off to our locomotive, so let's head off and do that. And we'll just see some other locomotives. I'm not even actually going to drive this one, because it is just so bad. It's set in Russia, naturally. The world's sizable. It's not terrible or anything. I'm supposed to go to our loco, but I'm just looking to see if there's any trains moving. Can't see one down there in the distance, actually. Go for a walk down here and jump off the end of the platform. Because we should see that up here. We should see a freight train come over here shortly. I think it's moving its headlights on. But, yeah, look, the visuals are decent, I suppose. So it has got some visual interest. Yeah, this one isn't a freight train. This isn't a passenger train by the looks of it. I'm going to do the dumb thing and stand in the train tracks and see if I get run over. He's honking at me because I'm standing too close. So I think that's the same one we saw in the platform, actually. Or maybe not the same particular one, but the same passenger train anyway. There are also freight trains. Let's go over here and have a bit of a gander at our locomotive. So this one doesn't grab me. I've spent some hours in it. Oh, there's a freight train over there. Let's go look at that one. I'm not a fan. I don't like it. Bit Pauline Pants down about it. I don't like it. But, yeah, maybe it'll grab you. So that's your locomotive if you're driving freight. That's about all there is to it. It's not much more than that. Ours is in the workshop up here. The world's a bit cold and bleak. And, yeah, I think we've probably said enough about this one. I'm not going to drive it. Actually, let's jump in the loco. I do want to show you because it's look, if you like an expert experience that you need to remember a lot about, and maybe this is for you, because you need to activate about 1 million switches, valves and things throughout the locomotive, which granted is a realistic experience because, you know, in real life I do have train involvement, and yeah, starting them is not straightforward usually. There's stuff to do. But this one, oh man, there's switches everywhere. There's switches everywhere, and yeah, and there's stuff everywhere. And it wants me to do things. We're not going to, and that's okay. Let's go in here, into the engine compartment. There's bloody valves and switches and stuff you've got to deal with in there, like the signalization direction. Yes, whatever that means. You can go in here into the other end of the locomotive, and would it surprise you at all that these aren't identical, and there's more stuff to do in here with valves and things and stuff. So there's a lot to memorize to be able to drive this one, but you know, if Russia's your thing, grab it on Steam. you know, give it a crack. So this comes in at number 12. All right, number 11. Train Life, a Railway Simulator. This one had some promise, to be honest with you, but, well, you'll see. The developer's gone quiet, so it hasn't had any new stuff. As usual, I'm going to play a tutorial. It hasn't had any new stuff since 2022. There's been no changes and no updates.
Engineer, as you near your graduation of the engineer's exam,
and it was promising to be all of Europe, but it's, if I remember correctly, it's pretty much Germany, but happy to be corrected on that one. It doesn't use realistic signaling. It doesn't have realistic train physics.
After all,
its visuals are okay.
It's best to be a shining example.
Somewhere between Train Simulator and Train Sim World, I suppose.
This short course in Germany for you to refresh your skills and show us what you've learned.
Notice we had this
with the locomotive's control.
Nice large locomotive there. Wait till you see what we actually get.
And you'll be off on your own in no time at all. Take your time, but try not to derail the train. Management will have my head if a fresh graduate wrecks our training locomotive. Let's start off by taking a look at
baby one. So rotate camera left, rotate camera up, right, down. Yeah, okay. Zoom,
can give you a better
right,
view.
good.
Your headlights are an important tool for seeing in the dark or in bad
boink,
weather.
boink, boink. Good.
Release your emergency brakes, and we can
Good.
get moving.
It likes you to stop using the emergency brakes, I have to say. Yeah, slow pace, that's for sure, 100%. Let's go.
Carefully.
Sounds like a bit of thunder happening outside. I don't know if that'll come into the video or not. There we go, reach 20 Ks.
Wheels have very little friction, allowing you to coast along without wasting fuel. Now, slow down, so we can try to do this.
Weird blue signals. Slow down. E. Whee! 100%. Always 100%. Always go maximum bananas. Right, so you're probably already getting the idea. It's in Unreal. Visuals are okay. Decrease the brakes to 0. Right, good. And it wants me to change direction now, probably. Yes.
This will allow us to increase.
And we'll go the other way. Yes.
You'll be moving in reverse this time.
So sounds not horrible. It's kind of like the little G6 thing in Train Sim World, but it's nondescript, non-branded. Everything's non-branded in this game.
Brakes are a necessary step for dealing with dangerous or unforeseen circumstances on the range.
There we go. Emergency brakes on.
Just be careful, as using the emergency
and
brakes will wear out your locomotive the more they're used.
That, to be honest, is about all I'm going to show you. Notice there's no smoke or anything like that. Yeah. It had promise, but it didn't get there. It just didn't make it. So this is Train Life, a Railway Simulator, and this is number 11. Didn't make it. Next up is number 10, Train Crew, which is a Japanese train simulator. I'm going to do just a lesson just to give you an idea of what the tutorials are like, and I'll try and remember all the keys to make this thing work. So here we go. We're just going to go one station, and this will give you an idea of what it's like. It's very chatty. Not when you're in the tutorials, it's very chatty. Out of the tutorials, it's not really. Apply the brake as it is, i.e. don't do anything. That's what that really means. You get pretty cool announcements in Japanese and English. Single. You'll hear him call Single every now and again, and that's because he's gone Single, because he's looked at the signal. You've got to put your white glove on. Just imagine a white glove. Single. So the graphics is a little dated. Now this thing does actually have its roots in a real training simulator, which is quite interesting. So,
The next station is Kaiganko-en.
Kaiganko-en. You'll learn lots of Japanese station name pronunciations. Oh, what could go wrong? We're cruising along here by the sea. A couple of sharks down the side there eating some small children. And as you can tell, the graphics of the town it's very cartoony, but it gets the job done. Cinco. So it wants me to coast now. Now, it doesn't give you these prompts when you're actually playing. It's only in the tutorials. These numbers down the sides here give you an idea of when you should start slowing down and stopping. Yes, you need to stop in exactly the right place with the right number of cars. And you need to do it gently and carefully. Cinco! So now we're going to start braking. B4.
まもなく海岸公園です。Kaiganko-en. We are soon arriving at Kaiganko-en. 左側の扉が開きます。ご注意ください。
The characters are a little primitive. They don't walk around, they just stand there. Sounds are pretty good. Yes, remaining distance 21 meters. I get it. And it's going to want me to drop down to the B2 notch. It has to brake very gently, you see. You must be calm and gentle in Japan. And of course quiet. Then you go back to the B4 notch and then the doors open. Alright, there we go. End of tutorial scenario. This is number 10, Train Crew. Righto. Done. Let's see what the next one is. This one is number 9, Japanese Rail Sim Journey to Kyoto. Mainly because it's cute. So let's section mode. I'm trying to remember desperately how to drive this thing. It's a video-based simulation. You have to wait for the doors to close. See, in real life video, you're limited in the resolutions because you must use a resolution it understands. It's got all the proper Japanese music that you would expect. It's brakes, just feeling my way. And we've got to wait for the doors to close. And wait for it to light up. There we go. And we can start to drive. Driving as soon as possible. I thought I did. Why can't I drive? Why won't you let me drive? Oh, there we go. I went the wrong way. Okay, I was putting the brakes on. I'm smart. So because it uses video, the visualization is about as good as it can get, basically. But it's simulating a cab on top of it, and it paints its own signals on top of the real ones. Oh, I'm speeding again. It's hard to explain this while you're driving. It really is. We can speed up now, finally. Haven't played this for a while, but this is number 9. So it's limited to two routes that they've got video for, both in up and down directions, which is kind of unusual for this sort of game, that it's in both directions. So if you get this one and you like this one... Whoop, my train's going to get cancelled because it's Japan and you're not allowed to be naughty. Yes, it's very Japanese, let's just say that. You are moving too slow. Okay, speed up then. It's very insistent, it's very pokey, but once you get used to it, it's actually kind of a bit of fun. It does hitch occasionally, like you saw just back there. So It tends to calm down doing that. Stop at the target position. Very good. I think it's actually hitching like this because this is the tutorial, by the way. It doesn't normally do that. Here's our station coming up. Oops, I've managed to get massive brakes on. Don't want massive brakes. It's not behaving itself too well, but I've just forgotten how to drive it, I think. But anyway, this one is my number 9, and if you like the way this one works, then you might also like the JRE simulators, which I'm not reviewing because you can't control the graphics on it at all, and it doesn't like my system, and it can't be streamed, so I don't bother playing it. Now, we just need to get to the stop point, and then I will stop. Come on. We'll get there yet. We've got 30 seconds to get there, it'll kick me out. There we go, we've stopped just past it. But anyway, this is Japanese Rail Simulator, Journey to Kyoto, and it's kind of cute. And if you spend some time with it, you'll actually enjoy this game. It's a lot of fun. So it's relatively realistic. You do have to drive in a Japanese way, i.e. perfect. And if you don't drive perfect, it punishes you. Notice my B rating. Anyway, it's actually quite hard to get an A rating, I might add. Bit of a learning curve, you get used to it, becomes fun, it's kind of cool, so it's number 9. This one is number 8, World of Subways, and this one's a bit weird because it's World of Subways 4 and it doesn't quite know what it wants to be. Is it a simulator or is it a adventure quest? And it's kind of both, really. So I'm just doing one of the tutorials because every key under the sun does something in this game, and I need to remember how to do it.
Pull down the seat and sit down.
So we're just running a tutorial. It'll give you an idea what the game's like. Sit down in the seat, press the C key, very good.
Quite a few camera views. I suggest looking up the key commands in the manual.
The time monitor, route monitor, and the station monitor can also be called up via key commands.
First, we should turn on some lights so that we can see. Continue via the switch panel behind you. Press the equivalent key to change the view. Now switch on the light in the cab. And then switch on the headlights. Perfect. Now we'll deal with the passenger compartment. Switch on the lights first. And as we don't want our passengers to suffocate, you'll need to switch on the air conditioning in the compartment.
There we go. That's enough of that bit. Yeah, I want to continue the tutorial.
Turn back
Of course
to
I
the
do.
front to see the control panel. To operate the train, you will need to insert the reverser lever. Now attach the brake lever. The order of operation doesn't really matter. You can do as you want. Perfect. We'll now take a look at the control panel in the cab. Change the control panel view. Unlock the control panel. OK, switch on the main fan. In addition, you can also change from headlight to traveling light, but note that this is only allowed outside of stations. When approaching a station, switch back to normal headlights to avoid accidents.
Good, fine. Of course we want to continue. We want to see it drive.
Let's take a look at the door controls. To operate it, you need to unlock the control panel first. You'll need a key for this. Very good. And don't forget, if you change cabins, you'll need to take the key with you. Let's look at the door controls now. You can see 2 levers. The left lever is for the left side in driving direction, the right one for the right side in driving direction. Take care that you'll only open the doors which are on the platform side. Right. In our case, the doors are already open. We want to close them now. You can check by looking out of the window. Open it. Okay, now look out the window. Come back in again. Set the lever to the close position. As we don't want to catch a cold, we will close the window again. Now we'll concentrate on what's happening in front of us.
Great.
Right, let's get this baby running.
So the whole thing's
Reverse
keyboard
into
controlled,
the
basically.
position Forward.
And you've got to use the numpad mostly.
Now push down the dead man switch. You're nearly there. All you need is to loosen the brake.
Loosening it. Green barometer. It's not a barometer. But anyway, I guess that gets people to look at it.
You're a natural talent, but you're doing pretty good for a beginner.
Yep, keep going. 789. Plus. Page down. Times square, there we go. 1. See, every key does something. Up. And it wants us to stop about now. .16 miles an hour. Not that you can really tell, apart from your HUD. Now, when you're going up a hill like this, you can't use higher levels on the controller, as it's mentioning there. But, you know, you're getting the idea of the visuals. I mean, they're not bad. They're not exactly the most stunning things on the planet, but they're certainly not bad. And all of the World of Subways, the visuals are very similar. It is a fairly accurate representation of the 7 line, if you either visit the line or you compare it to cab rides. The different settings on the controller do more or less maintain your speed. Sounds are pretty good. Versions 1, 2 and 3 don't have any kind of side quests or anything like that, but the this one does. So we will drive through and stop at the station, that's fine. You can see on the HUD that we are changing tracks. So we can't go over 19. We're supposed to stay at 19 actually, interestingly. See, the people characters are quite interesting, and most of them don't stand behind the line. Yeah, I think you've got a little bit of a flavour for this now. As usual, I'm using a tutorial. Oops. Didn't quite make it, but that's okay. Alright, so this is my number 8, World of Subways. Yeah, it's a fun game. It's interesting. It'll maintain your interest. You'll probably enjoy it. It's got a bit of an arcadey feel to it. The simulation, the physics isn't amazing, but it's okay. So this is number 8, World of Subways, number 4, New York. Alrighty, there you go. Back with number 6 in a moment. So the characters are interesting in the game. There she is. So we're going to talk to this one. Because these are how you get the side quests.
Very good. I heard a horror story from Brian. You really need to hear it. Sorry, but I need to carry on. Let's talk later, okay?
She's not going to give me a side quest because I have to earn it, which means I probably have to talk to this guy. Let's get this one. Nah, don't care. But anyway, that's it. It's a bit arcadey. It's a bit interesting. The side quests are actually a lot of fun. I finished the game all the way to the end and kind of forgot how to drive it. So, yeah, I don't go back that often, I suppose, to the world of subways. That's why it's where it is at number 8. Alrighty. We'll be back shortly with number 7. Righto, in joint 8th place is SimRail. And this is a tutorial session. I will have some graphical issues during this. How do I get up there? Come on, go up the stairs. This game. How am I supposed to get in? Let's try on the other side then. I will probably have some graphical issues because this game does not like me since the latest release. It really doesn't. So let's try this one. Is there a door over here? Yeah, it's up here. Okay. Open the door. Good. Enter through the door. There we go. Beautiful. And now we want to close some doors. Can we close the doors? No, we don't care. Into the cabin. Okay, we don't care, clearly. Right, now we're going to sit in the chair here. You can tell it's all done with menus. There are key commands for some of this stuff as well.
In the middle of the dashboard, you will find a DMI screen, the driver machine interface. This screen is used to operate the ETCS system. The first step after starting the vehicle is to enter the driver's ID. Today you are operating as 9022. Use the buttons around the screen to input the number, then press enter.
This one? I guess. 902222. Enter.
Before starting the journey, you need to select the level of ETCS for the train operation. There are two scenarios. In the first scenario, the train is on the track not supervised by the system and will enter the supervised area during the journey. In the second scenario, the train is already within
I
the
just
system
want to drive the
operating
train.
area. Today, we will be executing the first case. We will enter the supervised area shortly, so currently we are under the control of the SHP system. Select the SHP level using the buttons around the screen and press enter.
5. Enter.
Good job, you are now facing the main DMI menu. To start the journey, you need to select the start option. However, please note that this option is currently unavailable. You still need to input detailed train data into the computer, its length, mass, and percentage of braking mass. Select option number 3.
3.
In the case of traction units, the situation is simplified. They have a fixed length and mass, therefore a ready-made set is available. Select the first option, then press enter. Next, confirm and enter the data with the yes button and press enter. Next, every train in linear traffic have assigned number. Entering the number into the system allows for easy identification of the train and its position by the traffic controllers. Our train is on a test run, so enter 60901. As you can see, now the start option is available. You are now on the main driving screen. Below the speedometer, you see a flashing yellow frame. This is a request for a confirmation from the ETCS system. It may involve the mode changes, level changes, or passing the certain safety-related indicators. To confirm the request, use the enter button around the monitor or the spacebar on a keyboard.
Done. I'll do it again then. Ooh. Warning. Oh, I did it earlier. I think I've broken it. I think I've broken their tutorial already. Yep. Bring it to running. Drive handle. Okay.
It's time
You gonna let me
to put
drive?
the theory into the practice. The ETCS system already has all necessary data for entering the
Still waiting for the train brakes to release, I think.
change has been approved. Now, drive the train according to the signal indication.
Go. There are keyboard commands for this too, but I don't remember what they are. Alright, off we go. We're gonna move? Ah, we're not, are we? Cabin activation. Okay. Where's the reverser? Voltage selector. BZB. Where's the reverser? You can tell I've driven this train before, can't you? There we go, it's what we want. So that control was covering it up. You gonna move? Please? Come on. Alright. Working good. This isn't SimRail's fault, I might add. They actually have no idea how to drive this train. Alright. Let's increase your cruise control then. Now let's give you some power, see if you'll go. Will you go? No. That should be fine for the brakes. Do I have a handbrake on or something? Yeah, that'll probably be it. No, we're still not moving. Got no doors open. I assume that's right. Oh, maybe we'll give up on driving SimRail. Anyway, SimRail, yes, shows great promise. It gets some graphic issues on my machine, so as you can tell, I don't play it very much. I have been unable to resolve those. I have been unable to resolve it through support, but the game itself does run for other people. Visually, it does look quite nice. It's right up there with Train Sim World. Driving, physics, appearances, that sort of thing, train handling, yeah, it's pretty good. The steam engine is about as realistic as, I don't know, eating a sock full of poo. So, you might say not realistic at all. Is there another train coming? I was kind of hoping there was, because I wanted to show you a train actually moving in this game, but that's not going to happen. Graphics are very detailed. The things like suspension tend to work. The environment's quite interesting. The runs are interesting. It does have multiplayer. You can be a signaller or you can be a driver. Being a signaller is a bit of fun. People in SimRail aren't as serious as the people who do these things in Run 8. And even though we've not got a train moving, this is SimRail in joint 8th place for me. If I could resolve the graphics problems, it would go up higher. It is under active development. There's a new DLC on the way. At the moment, it's limited to one country, but that's changing. I have heard mumblings that a relatively prominent American train steamer is paying to get American trains in the game, so we'll see if that happens. And hopefully I can get the graphics issues sorted out at some point, because it does actually look cool and it does work quite well, despite me not being able to get this train to move. That's my fault, just being clear, it's not the train. So, yeah, SimRail. This simulator is in position number 7. It certainly doesn't deserve it from the graphics because they're shit. This is Run 8, and it is the perfect physics simulation for North American trains. So I'm going to make all Run 8 people have a heart attack now and auto everything because you can. Let's refuel it. Let's release the handbrake. Let's give it a load. And let's give it white class lights because we can. Okay, so that should be about it. So now if I go into the cab with Control F11, and I should, let's just see if Rail Driver's talking to it. Yep, I can do the independent brake. Can I do the train brake? Yes, I can. Very good. Alright, let's get the reverser into forwards. And let's get this thing to move, if we can. Grab a couple of notches. She's ramping up. Park brakes on. I released that. We're doing up this end. Fine, let's run up the other end. I was sure I released the park brake when I had the locomotive selected. Let's just run up the other end. We'll just pretend we know what we're doing. Now, there is a steep learning curve to Run 8. Its keyboard's kind of like a grandmaster piano. Every single key does 2, 3, 4 different things. They're usually related together in some way, but not always. So there's a massive learning curve in this thing. And I don't have my livery packs loaded, obviously. I thought I did, but clearly I don't, because I'm seeing carriages that are labelled Run 8 and locomotives that are labelled Run 8, which means I don't have my licensed stuff in here. Now that we're back up here, we can pretend we know what we're doing again and do... Handbrake's released. Alright, let's put it on applied and see what happens there. So we've still got the thing... That's weird, isn't it? That's just weird. It's not right, it's just weird. Somebody in Run 8 land. Let's try the brake reset. No, we still have a park brake on. I can't even get the thing to run in 2K at the moment in this latest version. It's insisting on taking over my entire 5K screen. Now, this is a little bit embarrassing, but let me just quickly... Run 8, release, handbrake. It's terrible, isn't it? Control page, end? End. No, it's not end. That's what it said. Let's go up here. Can we get it in here? Handbrake, 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 handbrake. No, there's no handbrake. Toggle brake, depression, brake release. You can see how many things there are. I'm not doing this deliberately. I actually do like this simulator, but it's been a long time since I've been in here. I've got the new version recently and I had a quick play but didn't get very far and haven't had time to come back. But if you put the time into it, it actually is a really good simulator, but you really do have to put the time into it. It's, graphics, yeah, not great, but that's the way it is. I don't see anything about bloody handbrake here. I really don't. Can I do it? Oh, actually, I can probably do it on Rail Driver. Let's get out of here. No, that's changing my train number. That's a bummer, because the key on Rail Driver that's supposed to do it isn't. Okay, what about... speed. There's got to be a thing to release park brake. Is it parking brake release? There we go. F5. Of course it's F5. What else would it be? Okay. Alright, park brake's off. not bothering with switches, we'll just push them out of the way. Right now there's people at Run 8 who are screaming at their screen going, "Ah, the coupler forces!" Yes. So there's all different HUDs and things that you can turn on and off. The way you actually get hold of Trainz is interesting. There is a dispatch mode that you can play. Can I show you the dispatcher? Probably. No, that's not what I want. Might have to... Oh yeah, because I haven't turned on multi-monitors, it's not going to let me use it. That's fine, but there is a dispatch mode where you can control the trains and set routes, and you can be the dispatcher for a whole railway. It does support multiplayer very, very well. I have found the Run 8 servers, there's a couple that are oriented towards beginners, but most of them are run by very serious railway people who do get upset if you don't know what you're doing, so they don't like me much. Yeah, but you know, the sound wise it's quite good, physics wise it's okay, so just hear our train going. So from a sound perspective, it's actually pretty cool, but this is as good as the graphics get, to be honest with you, and they're, as you can see, not amazing. We're probably speeding for a yard. In fact, my speedometer's not working, therefore I'm not speeding, it's fine. There's 1,000,001 different HUDs that you can turn on. This vaguely shadowy area is apparently a road. So let's crank it and do the namesake and put it up to Run 8, because you can, even though we're in a yard, and we shouldn't, we just are. And as you can tell, things are taking a while to happen. So, yeah, his old mate over there, he doesn't do much. The world's biggest radio. But anyway. Who knows where these points are all set for us to go, because I haven't bothered setting any points or doing anything like that. We're just going for a cruise. And as you can tell, things are taking a little while to actually happen. Is it F3 for that? Oh, there's dispatch mode. Look at that. This screen left intentionally blank. Fantastic. How do I get out of there? Oh, escape. Okay. Ooh, I think we might be in for a little bit of a problem at the moment, and I think it might be time to get out of this train. So, let's just go outside, because it's about to have an issue, and that's okay. And that's what happens. They just vanish when they derail. But anyway, this is Run 8. Yeah, look, it's number 6 on my top 10 list of train simulators. It's mainly number 6 for 2 reasons. The graphics is terrible. It's from the last century. Seriously, it really is. And the multiplayer community is not friendly. And the learning curve for this simulator is massive. But if you like North American freight, or even North American passenger, because they do have some Amtrak runs, then this really is the simulator for you, because this is the pinnacle of railway simulation. Everything is here. Everything. It's like driving real trains. They behave like real trains. They sound like real trains. They look like real trains. So if that's your thing, get it. Take the time to learn it. You probably have to put, I don't know, 20, 30 hours into learning it. It's rewarding once you've learnt it. I used to play it a lot, and I did used to enjoy it before the more visually pleasing simulators came along, and I jumped ship because I'd rather something that looks cool. Anyway, this is Run 8, and this is number 6. Oh yeah, I should let you know there's several areas represented. So there's the eastern side of the state, San Bernardino, there's CSX stuff on the western side, and there's Florida. Don't know why you'd want to go to Florida. It's full of people that just jump in front of trains. But that's okay. Oh, and him. Anyway, Run 8. So this is number 6 in my top 10. Righto, this is number 6, Trainz. And I'm not sure if Rail Driver's talking to it. Oh, apparently it is. Kinda. Junctions. Yeah, fine. We've just disconnected some cars. We're going to pull these ones forward and put them into the next line over. Now, Trainz still feels a bit like a model railway, although its visuals are vastly better than they used to be. There's a lady hanging washing out in the backyard there. I think we've gone far enough. Let's put some brakes on. Then we want to... that one? Might be that one, I think. No, that way. Alright, so in theory, we'll be right. And back we go. Hopefully that'll be right anyway and we'll go into the right spot. Otherwise, we'll derail it. But Trainz still has a bit of a model railway feel to it, rather than a driving simulator. But it's getting there. It's under active development. It's the only place you're going to find Australian content like these very nice VRT classes. Mostly these days it looks quite good and behaves fairly well. Its physics isn't really exactly there because it's kind of model railway physics still. In fact, you can actually... let me get this there. Yeah, look, we can actually run it in DCC mode. Is that going into the right siding? I think it is. So, yeah, you can actually drive it as a model railway if you want to. Let's just pop it back to the proper mode. Should have some headlights on, shouldn't we, since we're moving? We'll be coupling these up in a moment. But Trainz has come quite a long way from its beginnings. It's coming out on console, I think, this month. It's still under active development. It's getting closer and closer to proper simulator with proper train handling. Its physics is getting better. It's still not amazing, but getting better. Sound-wise, it's really good, and the visuals of the newer content is quite good. It's pleasing to look at, pleasing to drive. So yeah, it's a bit of fun. It's got content available for it across the entire world. That should be about to couple, I think. There we go. Let's just put it in full. Alright, so that's about as much as I'm going to play of Trainz for this demo, but it's got content all over the whole world. Community content, there is tons of it. Official stuff in the recent things that look really good, there's not that much, but there is a lot of older content. If you want Australian, this is the only place you're going to find it. So, this is it, Trainz, and I'm running Trainz Plus 2022 here, expecting a new release of this sometime this year, with probably some more routes. They've been distracted by the Xbox port, but they should be back to generating new content this year, I imagine. Alrighty, there you go. Trainz, which is number 6 in my top 10. It's time for number 5, which I'm sure is alive. We're in Derail Valley. And we have, of course, got ourselves a VR paradise. I'm not playing in VR for the purposes of this video, but I do use it with my Quest, which works quite nicely. We do also have the ability to serve industries and be serious and do all of those other sorts of fun things. And at the same time, you can be not so serious when you want to be, which is what we're about to do. Now, I do actually have a contract for these wagons, but, you know, whatever, as they say. Because there is one really important thing you can do in Derail Valley that you generally can't do with the others. Let's just get her out beyond the road here. And then we'll go and sort out some switches. And then we'll cause some mayhem. Because that just seems like a fun thing to do. There's the horn on this thing. Alright. That'll about do there. Let's just chuck the independent brake on and hope that'll stop it. Will eventually. And let's go and set some switches. So, first up. I could have done this from the cab, but you know, I need the exercise. And that one. And this one here, because we want to end in the middle track, because that just seems like a fun thing to do. And it's at this point I actually hope that those things are loaded. And you'll see why in a moment, because there's something else that you do in Derail Valley that you don't generally do in other train games. And in this game, not only do you do it, it's encouraged. So you can build yourself a nice serious career, or you can muck around, or you can do both. And you can do both by not saving. Whoop, autosave. Better make sure it doesn't do that later. Right. Get out of the way, Muppets. Uh-oh. Blew the second breaker. Is it that one? No, not that one. That one, maybe? That one? No. Let's see if we can drive again. There we go. More. 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 Oh, I so hope these are loaded up. Otherwise, this little demo's not much point to it. Where's the train? Here it comes. Is that the right track? That'll do. Because, you know, it wouldn't be Derail Valley if you didn't just do things like this. I don't know if that was enough to do it. Wow. That should have done some really good things, but it didn't. Hmm. Stop you. We're going to have to do this more spectacularly then. Oh no, we did vent one. Excellent. No, we're good. We're good. Alright, let's go back this way. Yeah, stop complaining, Loco. I really don't care what happens to you. Because we're going to go back and we're going to smack it again. Because we have got one venting, which just means we need to hit it harder. And we should also... Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what I might do? What if they stop in the right place? That's alright. Let's go back in here. That made her a bit unhappy. Back you go. You know you want to do it. Let's go and hit him harder. Let's see if we can do it this time. Get more of a run up. Would have been a whole lot more spectacular if it happened back there where I meant it to, but this will be okay. I think that one that was venting stopped. Let's see what happens this time. Nothing going on here? No. We made some more of them vent, but we still didn't hit them hard enough to blow them up. Alright then. Can we derail a few? Oh well, we'll just keep pushing these along. That'll be fine. You see. Where's this going? Is it going anywhere useful? Ooh. Then it's going to go around there. I don't think this will do anything bad. I think it... Oh, we might derail on the corner, I suppose. It's possible. We'll see. You should be building up some pretty good speed anyway. Still got a couple of them venting, but I didn't make them explode, and that makes me sad. I didn't hit them hard enough. Be nice if I could derail some. Which way is this switch pointing? Oh no, it's the right way. That's no good. We'll just have to hope they derail somewhere. Oh no, it's just saved. You know what's funny? When you want them to derail and explode, they don't. When you don't want them to, they often do. Ooh, I think I've got a hotbox. I do. Oh, that's so good. This one must have its handbrake on. We're really lucky it'll just burn up. You know what I might do? I'll wait till this stops. Because it's probably going to. These will just sit there with the handbrake on. Oh no, they are rolling. Ooh, special. In that case, I want to get back to my loco. Because I thought of another way to make these explode. I'm lucky it'll happen right now. While I'm next to it. But I don't think so. I think it'll just go bonk. Yep. Good, we're making some clearance. Ooh, my little fella's thinking about derailing itself. Oh, made it. Yay! Yay! Now we need to get out of here because there's something coming in the wind. Did we clear the tracks though? Don't tell me we cleared the tracks. No, we didn't. Beautiful. Because, you know, this should get good. Because this is what Derail Valley's all about. Turning shit upside down and making it explode. I love the way to load shift it, that's cool. Aww, they didn't blow up. Bummer. That's so sad. Anyway, this is number 5, Derail Valley. There you go. Bye now. Number 4 is Train Sim Classic. And we're out here on Falmouth branch with our lovely little dock locomotive. Now this one's got its roots right back to Microsoft Train Simulator with Kuju. And I have to admit I run RW Enhance with this game, which helps a lot with the graphics. Makes things much cooler and much more impressive. So definitely worth doing. This one's got thousands of DLC, and there's also a ton of community content, both for the main game and for just modding things up. Lots of rolling stock and routes. There's lots of third parties that developed before it. Now, DTG, who own it, they don't develop for this anymore, which is a bit of a shame. Did have a big technology refresh so that it would work properly with Windows 11 and the new Steam changes that came out last year. But updates seem to have stopped since then. There is an active subscription service, so there's some hope for the game yet, and there's a lot of third parties still developing for it. So it's got roots in just about, well, I'm not going to say every country because there's none in Australia, but there is New Zealand, and that's like Australia. But yeah, there's content developed for it all over the place, and it's a fun little game, and it can be quite challenging. Oh, looks like only the locomotive has brakes. That's good. Fitted stock. Have to brake gently then. Unfitted stock, rather. Alrighty, this is a third-party locomotive, this one. It's from... Oh, who's this one from? I've forgotten who this one's from. Mesh tools, there you go, and we're running on the Falmouth branch. So generally speaking, it's a good simulator. Its physics isn't amazing, but it's tolerable. The visuals is quite decent, particularly when you consider its age. This simulator is, what, 2008? So it's what? It's pretty old. Pretty old. It's like 16 years old. Alrighty, that's it for number 4, Train Simulator Classic. And it's thousands of DLC. I do remember actually someone calculated if you bought all the DLC on Steam without buying them on sale, it would cost you about 15,000 Australian dollars, which is kind of impressive. But anyway, you don't have to buy it all, and it's often on sale, so you can often get nice stuff really cheaply. So there we go, Train Sim Classic. We're getting interesting now, folks. We're into number 3 in my top 10 and a bit of train simulation systems. This one is Railroader, which is quite possibly right up there. Railroader is set in the Allegheny Mountains of the United States. You only have United States stock. It's set in the steam era, transitioning to early diesels. And we are here at Nantahala trying to make this rather large consist move with the big pigs as they head off towards Andrews. So this game has one route. It's rather a large one once you get it done, running from Andrews all through Alaka Junction on the branch, Connolly on the branch, right down to Silver down at the other end. The objective is you supply contracts for industries and you move passengers around. And you can drive manually, or you can do everything with AE waypoints. So as an example, I've just set this train off manually up here, and if I decide, oh hang on, I actually want this train to be back here. Let's just go into the fly cam. We're not at Andrews anymore. I'd better go back to Nantahala where we were. Strange things do happen at times. So we can hear her chugging away. She's heading up the grade. But I might go, well hang on, there's my passenger train too. I actually want this thing back here. So I can go AE waypoint and I can go here. And then we'll watch it. And it'll put the brakes on by itself. And then it'll head back where it came from. And the reason I'm doing that is because I haven't actually finished shunting here yet. So I run, probably takes me about 8.5 hours to accomplish a full day of running in Railroader, which isn't uncommon. Before I learnt how to do things efficiently, it used to take me 12 to 16 hours a day. As the person sitting over there could probably attest to, going, you still doing that? So it is a time consumer, Railroader. It really is. But it is a lot of fun. The only reason that it's sitting at number 3, because its physics are good, its visuals are good, it runs in Unity, which is a great engine. It's runs on just about anything. It's not too what are we going to say, greedy in its resource needs. That you can have a lot of fun with it on most PCs, with reasonable graphic settings anyway. The only reason it's only at number 3 is because it's only got the one route, and there's not really much hope of that changing, because it is literally set here. This is the purpose of this railway. But it's a lot of fun. You can lose a lot of time in it. Really enjoyable. And it's in active development constantly. It's getting updates usually every few weeks on the experimental branch. You can publicly join the experimental branch and beta. No special permissions required. You just get in there and do it. Anyway, that looks like it's about there. So this is number 3, Railroader. Oh, I should mention there's a ton of mods for this thing out there. I do use some. Absolutely heaps. The modding community for Railroader is just huge. Anyway, that's number 3, Railroader. And this brings us to number 2, which is Train Sim World. I bet you didn't expect me to put that as number 2, did you? Let's get our doors open. What did I just close them? I think I just closed them, but anyway, that's fine. This is Train Sim World, and we are, of course, in the era of number 5. And we're supposed to wait till 7:30, but I don't think so. We're going to drive. I've got a green signal. I can see it up there. So off we go. In the Gatwick Express. And that's the other reason we're not waiting. We're express. Well, that's a silly reason, but that's okay. So visuals in this game are outstanding. Most of the time. Outstanding. This is on one of the busiest routes in the game called London Commuter. You can drive everything in this. There's electric, there is steam, there is diesels. We're going too fast. That's okay. The physics and train handling in this are pretty good. They're not at Run 8 level, but they are pretty decent. They've been dumbed down a bit for the masses because it does need to appeal to a very wide audience, not just the train nuts. There's ranging from awesomely implemented routes like this one through to not so awesomely implemented routes. Most of the trains are pretty good. There's the occasional one that's perhaps a little bit of a horror story. Most of them are good though. This is one of the good ones. And right through all the routes I find it quite enjoyable. It's in about 8 or 9 countries now, with more coming. They're adding Dutch and Japan this year, with a couple of third party. Well, actually, one of them's a DTG route and the other one's a third party. So we're getting Tadami Line for Japan. This one is number 2. I spend a ton of hours in here, and just for clarity, for those who know, I am a Dovetail ambassador. But that's why I said I bet you didn't expect me to put this as number 2. Rather than number 1. It makes you wonder what number 1 is, doesn't it? I'm sure there's a bloke out there who knows, because he put me onto it. But anyway, we'll keep going with this one. So there is so much playability in this game, and most of the time it's really, really good. It does have its niggles, and that's one of the reasons it's number 2. Some of the trains are shit. They really are. Most of them, really good. Some of them, no. It does use the rail driver, which I like, but its rail driver implementation is not amazing. It's okay, it works mostly. Most trains support it. But it jiggles and it puts messages up and it switches things and it does all sorts of weird stuff. Ooh, gratuitous bridge shot. Have to do the gratuitous bridge shot, even though it's only over railway tracks. And there we go, beautiful. Okay, as we race into the morning sun towards Brighton on Train Sim World. And it doesn't really matter what your flavour is, whether you like commuter electric, long distance electric, freight, diesel freight, steam hauled passenger, doesn't really matter. This game's got it for you. There is a ton of DLC. I think they're up to 109 DLC now, and not too much in the way of signs of stopping, and third parties are getting involved in it now. The modding community is massive for it, if you want to get into that. So there are lots and lots and lots of really good opportunities to take advantage of this game and make it your own and have a lot of fun with it. I've certainly put some hours into this over the years, and yeah, it's, I think, just a really good game. It is also a good simulator. I'll leave that hang there for a while. A good simulator. It's a really good game, good simulator. So it's trying to appeal to both markets. I think it kind of does. It does have its lovers and its haters, and you know, I'm putting it here at number 2, Train Sim World, and we're in the 5th version, so Train Sim World 5. Alrighty, as we race through here and I smack my face into light poles and then a building. And that's okay, because, you know, pain's not real in simulation, unless you're in the Matrix. Alrighty, this is number 2, Train Sim World 5. finally, number 1, and I bet you weren't expecting this. Diesel Railcar Simulator. Let's try and get this going. This has got all the simulation aspects of Run 8 without the complexity and without the extra juicy bits. Here we go. Got a bit of a load to yank this girl. So the visuals in this game are pretty good these days. They have been improving a lot from release to release. As you can see, all of the suspension actually works. Individual springs move. Everything works. It's just really cool. And if you spat in this game, well, you just do. And I'm about to. Waiting for the Lambourne Newbury stopping 04 to clear the line. Okay. So we can accelerate time a bit if we want to and wait for that train to come in. He must be nearby because his signal's gone green. So we should see him soon. Actually, that could be my signal. I think that is my signal, actually. Let's just accelerate time a bit more. Yeah, so I think we've accelerated it beyond the point where he's going. I think that actually is my signal. Maybe. Maybe. Let's go look. Is there a train in the platform? No, there's not. So I'm going to go with that's my signal. There we go. And back in the cabin. Let's get the brakes off. Looks like we're all pumped up, ready to go. Let's do this. Oh, I'm running on high-speed time. Damn it. Oh, I was running on full time. That's pretty funny. So you can accelerate time at any time when you're playing. I accelerated it waiting for that train to go past because I didn't want to wait for it, but I caught myself out then, but that's okay. So the audio and the visuals in this are very realistic. The graphics are probably 80-85% of the way there. And for a game that's got the simulation qualities of Run 8, this is huge. And that's why it's my favourite one, simply because it is just simply a good simulator. It's a really good physics simulator. The train handling is excellent. All of the things that you have to do are really good. There's a plethora of services. There's a few routes that the game developer has put out, and it's a single developer, just an individual, under the name LapioWare. And the community's quite up there as well. So at the moment it's only British stuff, and it's on the early diesel era. There's no steam in the game, there's only diesels. And there's freight, and there is shunting, and there are diesel rail cars and diesel passenger trains. So there's quite a bit of stuff for you. You need to stick to your timetables. For the most part, it's pretty decent. There's the occasional glaring thing like those phone wires. That's kind of funny, but that's okay. And of course, you can make clag. I imagine the only person who knows me that this doesn't come as a surprise to, that this is what I picked for my number one, is a guy called Grumpy Englishman. Because he put me onto this ages ago. And it's such a good simulator. It's come such a long way. It's getting updated all the time. There's some Japanese content in the works. There's one of the community members has built the Kihas. I think it's a 40 and a 30, I think, from memory, something like that. But yeah, there's a lot of promise from the community with this one, so it's all open, it's all easy to access. Modding and your own homegrown routes are absolutely welcome things. So I think that there's a lot to be said about this one. If you speed or if you run red signals, it's all on you. If you run a red signal, you'll probably crash into a train. And you'll have problems, but yeah, it's a good fun experience, good fun drive. There's a couple of routes that are real, and there's quite a few imaginary ones. It's early days for this thing, but in time, the good things will come. So that's number one, Diesel Railcar Simulator. It's on Steam. Go check it out. Alrighty, have fun, folks. That's it for now. You've got my top 10 and a bit. And the really astute of you will notice that there were 2 8s. I should get that t-shirt that says I'm stupid, because when I put in 2 8s, I've gone, uh-oh. So I got 8 and 8A. Very good. Anyway, the world, there's plenty of good simulators out there right now, so pick the one that works for you, pick the one you enjoy. I'm sure some of you won't agree with my rankings and you won't agree with my picks. Some of you might. That's perfectly okay. If you do disagree with me, that's cool, because this is my opinion and that's your opinion. If you'd like to tell me your opinion, as long as you're courteous about it, you're more than welcome to. And if you want to tell me why you think something else is better, or maybe there's even something I haven't looked at, always on the lookout for new stuff. Alrighty. So that's it. Have fun, folks, and enjoy yourselves. And I'll leave you now with Diesel Railcar Simulator that's, of course, just popped into a tunnel. Should be coming down about now. There it is. Yay, clag. Alrighty, enjoy yourselves, and see you later. Bye.
We played a game.